Hey, welcome to the first episode of an abridged series commentary. I'm XilliX.
And I'm Paul.
I like to preserve my internet anonymity even though it's not really hard to figure out what my real name is. So, yeah, go ahead and start the show.
Alright, let's press the play button.
Hello there, children. This is Sergeant Sosuke Sagara from Full Metal Panic. And I'm Sergeant
Now, what was the idea behind the PSA
Today
exactly?
we're here to talk to you about a very
Oh
dangerous
shoot!
practice.
Oh yeah, we were like,
On the bandwagon.
in our other fake commentary, we were saying that it really is meant to deter all those other impersonators who want to be abridged series people.
Invented a gag dub idea involving the
Yeah,
human
which
summarization of a well-known
basically, I guess it was just self-deprecating humor, and we thought we'd get that out of the way right at the very beginning.
Yeah, just go ahead and poke fun at ourselves, even though we're fresh to the scene, because
Yeah.
we knew we were diving into an oversaturated market anyway.
And that was like 2 years ago now, and so you can imagine how bad it is at this point.
Oh man, I haven't even scoured the internet for stuff.
G.I. Joe! Yeah, I intentionally left it in there. It might sound like it was cut off, but I intentionally did that. Also, the title card, you'll notice, is different from all the other episode title cards, because I had it like cross-zoom or something. And this was before we had the abridged in the Full Panic logo, which Tumor GX made for us.
Yeah, that was really nice of him.
Yeah. And yeah, as we said in the other commentary, not a whole lot of sound effects or music. I think there was only one in there, and it was like a soda can opening.
Yeah.
Also, the editing is crap here.
Yeah.
I have to say, like, some stuff is nice, like this, or not that part, it's later, but I was using Premiere CS1 at this point, and the resolutions are also wrong. And yeah, I was using red in this episode, which is a no-no. Apparently it looks really bad on YouTube.
Yeah, kind of. Well, that was before you took your color corrections class at SFU, so.
Color correction? No. Someone just commented on the video saying, yeah, red doesn't look very good on YouTube. Especially back then when they didn't process it very well.
Hear that, YouTube? No red.
Yeah, red text equals bad. You'll see that later also. With the red text during the all the motion in the background, that was pretty much like the worst possible color I could have chosen.
Why do I have to enroll in Miss Chittery's
And yeah, my Connery impression.
Sean Connery, my Sean Connery impression, which is simultaneously better and worse back then. Because, as I said in the other one, more subtle, still bad. It was bad then, it's bad now, and I guess that's kind of the point. Yeah, seriously, the only voices that are probably the best is Mike Hertz and his Sosuke, because as you can hear, Sosuke is pretty similar to his voice.
Yeah, Sosuke is basically the same as mine. I just raised my voice a little bit, try to sound a little peppier, but we decided not to try to get any other voice actors because that would just make it too complicated.
Yeah, too convoluted. We have to wait on more people. And
yeah, we were when we started, we were pretty much like spending weekends. We just spend a weekend at my house. Like we spend like the Saturday writing, the Sunday recording, and I'd spend the following week editing.
Mm-hmm.
That was the idea.
Yeah, and that was also back in high school too, where we didn't have college shit to deal with.
Yeah, and it was. We also didn't really have a whole lot of time outside of the weekend, so we just thought it would be faster to do everything ourselves, which is wrong because we've done 9 episodes in 2 years.
And the bulk of them in the first year.
Yeah, that's true. Like the first 6 or so were in a year. Yeah, the Echo, I've used the same Echo the whole time. It's an Audacity Echo.
Something's wrong with this video monitoring equipment. Sosuke, why is
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of HBI 2K influence there, I think.
HBI 2K was our primary influence for the show, as you can probably tell. Berserk was really, one of the first abridged series I discovered, and it's still my favorite.
Yeah, I have to really tend to agree. Just his brand of humor is very akin to ours.
Yeah, and well, I will admit, Gantz is more polished and everything. We really took a lot of inspiration from Berserk, just kind of like the very raw nature of that one. Not.
Oh yeah.
The dick sucking. Yeah, you hear the. Yeah, your dick is
But yeah,
sucked right now.
Right. The only good voices in this episode are like Sosuke, Kurtz, maybe the narrator.
And actually, Kaname's isn't too bad.
Yeah, Kaname's has pretty much remained consistently bad the whole time. But yeah, it's not until episode 2 that Garin comes in.
Garen's so fun. Oh, yes, Garen. He's my favorite.
Yeah, more opportunity for gay jokes. We're
Yes,
so
more
little
gay
around.
jokes. Yes. So
All right, man. I'm only doing this because you ordered me to.
yeah, I don't know if we'll do any more commentaries, but I can talk about Garin all day long.
And reading.
Oh yeah, extra voices.
God.
We recorded those as we were talking earlier. We recorded those before we really saw the footage very closely. So we had like that weird voice, which we used later for the comment special for Gonfly. We had the gay voice come out of that one girl's mouth.
Yeah. So
Because it was like the only other person who was talking in that scene,
Yeah.
so I had to use that.
we really needed to. We
We should have re-recorded that.
But you know what? We're gonna preserve the originality in all its unglory. So
Well, I mean, the only reason we didn't re-record it because we were lazy.
yeah.
We could have spent more time working on this episode. I mean, we did intentionally spend a long time on it. It was about like 3 weeks on this first episode. We were trying to make it better than all the other pilots that were out there. And we were pretty proud of ourselves at the time, but looking back on it now, it's still just as bad as all the other pilots.
Yeah, because really, I think it is a lot of the spur of the moment. You're so excited, and this is your first venture into it, and I think it's just human nature.
He always seems to be looking at us. Who are you? I wonder why.
Perfect Blue.
Yeah, Perfect Blue, and Tyler hadn't.
XilliX
hadn't seen it yet.
Noob!
Yeah.
You revealed my. Okay, fuck it.
Yeah.
Really weird.
And actually, secret backstage info. XilliX hadn't seen Full Metal Panic when we started the show. He hadn't seen the whole series. He'd seen a few episodes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I saw like the first arc and most of Fumofu, but I hadn't seen like the second arc.
No. I remember distinctly. We watched the whole first season for the first time. The first time you've seen all the episodes was like after we did the third episode.
Now I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We had like a marathon, a Full Metal Panic marathon. I remember that. So really,
Oh god.
you can the separation of the jokes is really easy to tell early on because the jokes pertaining to Full Metal Panic, I wrote those. The good jokes, if you can call them good, were Tyler's.
Nah, well, I mean, they're the more populist jokes to cater to the lowest common denominator.
Yes, indeed.
Beer. Yeah.
I'm doing some spying. Looks like she's got a hamster hostage while on the phone.
I don't know what the point of that joke was.
It was there for cuteness sake, I
Can
think.
we end the episode soon? I'd like to.
That is actually probably still one of my favorite parts of that episode. Was that line I did right there? Where I was like, can we get out of these handcuffs soon? It's just so like very our interpretation of Sosuke. That was a really good one. And yeah, the nice
Yeah.
awkward ending, no credits.
Poke fun at anime, and light circles everywhere.
Alright, well I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
If you didn't, well, too bad.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.